Lieutenant Colonel Grizz Jenkins. We're at Dyess Air Force Base for the Wings Over West Texas Air Show. B-1 bomber is an intercontinental supersonic bomber made back in the 80s, and now we use it for strategic deterrence and flying around the world. Yeah, well, let's see. So I think the first time I was in a B-1 was in December of 2008, and I was a young Lieutenant Jenkins. Got into the B-1 for the first time. I was surprised how big it was, how awesome it was, and honestly how cramped the cockpit is, surprisingly, for a big airplane, but also just the military nature. It's a really neat airplane. The B-1 is very maneuverable for a large aircraft, and probably my favorite maneuver is we could do a pop out of the airspace to a roll to recover our altitude and level off. So go to upside down in a 400,000-pound airplane is pretty cool. So to become a pilot in the United States Air Force, the first thing I do is I tell them you can, right? So they look at the airplanes, they think I could never do something like that, but you totally can. And it starts usually, you know, if they're high school or college or something, they're interested in aviation, go down to your local FBO and start flying. After that, you got a commission in the Air Force and go to United States Air Force pilot training, which if you work hard and you've got pretty good grades, you'll make it. And then off to pilot training you go. And then you end up in one of these wonderful airplanes. I've been all over the world in this airplane, landed a lot of different places between flying in combat in Afghanistan, flying north of the Arctic Circle with our Norwegian partners at different times, going to red flags out in Las Vegas. I mean, it's really hard to pick one, but I've done a lot of really neat things to this airplane. Actually, the first time I talked about that kid that was taking lessons in high school, I parked my Cessna right next to an F-104 Starfighter on my first solo cross country, and if I could get a ride in any airplane, it'd be in a 104 Starfighter. So it's one of the fastest planes ever made.